Welcome to the Stanley Cup bracket challenge. Who wins the Stanley Cup? It will be answered here. So first I'm gonna do like a serious bracket that will be entering to the league that I have made. So if you want to join that, I'll put that in the description down below. You have until the 20th of April to join that. And then that'll be the serious one, and then after that we'll do a fun one, which you'll probably know who I'm thinking of putting in. So let's start off with selecting, I guess, the Western Conference. So analysis. So usually I kind of go by stats and stuff and see who has the advantage, and then that's how I pick for like the serious one. So season points, that goes to Colorado. Let me add one more lighting touch, actually. I just realized half my thing is like, there you go. That's better. So goals for games, that goes to Colorado as well, so that's 2 out of 6. Goals against, that goes to Colorado again, power play, penalty kill, and everything, so I'm gonna go with Colorado. Great pick. Got it. Okay. Do they not have the thing or it's how many rounds? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I think that'll be afterwards. Okay, ignore this. So, Dallas versus Minnesota. Dallas has the season points. I guess I'm gonna ignore the season points, actually, that doesn't matter. Same with the leading score, that doesn't matter. Goals per game was a 1. Goals again, that's again for Dallas favor, same with power play and penalty kill. Let me go with Dallas. Now we go with Vegas. Vegas has, well, they're tied with goals per game and goals against per game too. They are ahead in power play and penalty kill, so I'm gonna go with Vegas for this one. I mean, this is one of the obvious picks. It would be an upset if Vegas loses this. Now we go Oilers versus Anaheim. Oilers has the ahead in the goals per, goals against is also for Oilers. Power plays also. Then penalty kill. Okay, well I guess Oilers have that one. There you go, those are the rounds. So for rounds for Colorado versus LA, I'll say it's 5. It's 5 games. Dallas versus Minnesota, I'll be generous, I'll give it 6. Vegas versus Utah, I think that's going to be another 5 game. Actually, no, that's going to go to 6. I can see Utah having a bit of a push because it's like their first time in the playoffs. Edmonton, actually no, I'm even going to be even more generous and say game 7. Edmonton versus Anaheim, I think that'll be a sweep. So I'm gonna go on the other side as well first. So Buffalo versus Boston. I think Buffalo has the edge on this personally. I know what, I'll say that too before I select who I think has the edge. In my opinion, while looking at the stats first. So goals per game, it's Buffalo. Goals against per game, it's Buffalo. Power play, it is Boston. But penalty kill is Buffalo. Alright. Montreal versus Tampa Bay. This is gonna crush me. Tampa Bay has like edge and goals against. Montreal does have the edge in power play, but sadly they have the penalty kill ahead. So it's gonna hurt me to do this. But the stats says it's Tampa Bay. So Carolina versus Ottawa. So Goals per game, Carolina has the edge. Goals against, Carolina has the edge. Power play, oh, I forgot to say, but I did think Carolina was going to win this one. So yeah, here you go, Carolina. Pittsburgh versus Philly, I would like to imagine Pittsburgh has the edge on this. Yeah, goals per, yeah, goals against, yeah, no, it's 1-1. But they, like, beat Philly in the other two. So, Buffalo versus Boston, that's going to be 7 games. I can see that being 7 games for Montreal as well. Carolina versus Ottawa, I think that's going to just be 5 games. And Pittsburgh versus Philly, I'm going to go 6. Alright, so now for the second round for the Western Conference. My opinion, I think Colorado got this. And the stats back me up. For Vegas versus Edmonton, my heart says Vegas, but I feel like Edmonton may overpower them. It's 1-1. Oh, this is actually tied in the stats. But I think McDavid might do something here, so yeah. Oh, you don't have the round prediction for this conference final is interesting. So Buffalo versus Tampa Bay. Buffalo is tied for that. But Tampa has the edge on the goals against with power play. And alright, so it's gonna be Tampa. I feel like if Tampa can get out of the first round, they might have like the advantage here. They might do a whole run. Carolina versus Pittsburgh, I feel like Carolina beats them. Yeah. I mean, it's tied in terms of stats here. Not really. No, finally, Colorado versus Edmonton. Well, Colorado has the goals per game. They have the goals against per game. They don't have the power play, but they do have penalty kill. So I'm gonna say Colorado. Tampa versus Carolina. I think Carolina has the edge. However, I think they're gonna choke again against another Florida team. But this is the statistic bracket. So 1, 2. Ooh, yeah. Still have Tampa Bay going on top. Bro, I need to see the statistics here. My statistic bracket. 2, 3. This is like the probability, basically. Yeah, Colorado wins it. Now predict a total goals amount in final series. Alright, one thing. So they're both at 3 per goals per game, so I'm gonna assume it's gonna go to statistically it'd be like 5 to 7 goals per game. They both each have like 2 goals against. So yeah, I'm gonna say maybe it goes to 6 games. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'd like 3 goals to that. I'm gonna go with 28 goals. Could be completely wrong. but actually I have a feeling like I'm gonna put it one lower. I'm in my mind saying 26, so I'm gonna go like that. Alright, so that's the TellieVision stat bracket. I'll call it the SD bracket. Alright, this one I'm gonna submit to, yeah, there. So now I'm gonna make another bracket, and this is how I'm gonna feel. This is how I want it to go. TellieVision's actual bracket. And I'm gonna call it the winning formula. Alrighty. It's Colorado versus LA. Colorado's winning it. Dallas versus Minnesota. Minnesota can't exit the first round for whatever reason, so Dallas. Vegas versus Utah. Vegas. Same with Edmonton. So it's pretty much the exact same thing. Colorado versus LA. I'm gonna give it 5 games. Dallas versus Minnesota. I'm gonna give that 7 games. Vegas versus Utah. I'm gonna give 5 games. Edmonton versus Anaheim. 6 games. Now Buffalo versus Boston. I'm gonna go with Buffalo. Tampa Bay versus Montreal. Montreal. Obviously you can tell where I'm going for with the jersey I'm wearing. Carolina versus Senators. I don't think Senators are gonna make it out. Carolina. Pittsburgh versus Philly. Pittsburgh. So basically only one thing really changes here. Buffalo versus Boston. I'm gonna say 7 games. Montreal versus Tampa. I'm gonna say 6 games. Carolina versus Ottawa. I'm gonna say 7 games. Pittsburgh versus Philly. And I'm gonna say 7 games for this too. So Colorado versus Dallas. I'm gonna say Colorado. Vegas, obviously, right here. Montreal versus Buffalo. Montreal, you can tell where this is coming to. I'm gonna do a bold prediction here. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. Colorado versus Vegas. Vegas. Pittsburgh versus Montreal. Montreal. Now this is my dream playoff scenario. Montreal, obviously. And between the two, I've seen lots of goals, so I'm gonna go with 36 goals. Boom. Montreal's the winner. So Rising Psycho, if you want to join this bracket, I have put the link in the Discord, so on the Discord announcement, so you gotta join it. You got until the 20th. I'll see I got also, I don't know if they want me to share their name or not, but they're also my friend from Toronto is also gonna be on it. So if you want to join, my Bruins Fran, he's also on it. So yeah, let me save this, and I'm gonna post this on the hockey chat. Alrighty, so this, the winning formula, it's gonna be it. Boom. So there you go.